Have you ever stopped and thought, if I'm doing everything told to do, why am I still barely surviving? I work hard, I pay bills, be responsible, yet somehow the American dream still feels completely out of reach for me. Today, I want to talk to you about the American dream. Why it feels dead, especially for everyday people like us. Not politicians, not millionaires, just real families trying to make to make it. The American dream used to be simple. A job you could live on, a home you could afford. We used to have food on the table without being so expensive. A little bit left over to breathe, the money was. You didn't need luxury, you just needed stability. Our parents, our grandparents believed in us. They worked hard. Life would eventually get easier. But now, it feels like working hard just keeps you tired, exhausted all the time, like you just don't feel like doing nothing. Let's just be honest here. Paychecks did not rise like prices did. Rent has doubled. Groceries has doubled. Utilities have climbed. Insurance has climbed. But wages? Our paychecks? They've barely moved. People aren't lazy. They're exhausted, y'all. And many are working 2 or 3 jobs just to stay afloat. Many of us are. Still one emergency away from losing everything we've got. So I'm just one thing away. You may lose everything, medical bill or anything. That's not the American dream. That's survival mode. It's not what American dream was supposed to be in. You're just putting yourself in survival mode. Owning our own home used to be a milestone. Now it feels like a gamble. And even mobile homes like I live in once seemed to be affordable, becoming unaffordable. Renting feels like throwing money into a hole and paying rent, just handing it over. Buying feels like impossible without debt that lasts a lifetime. And 30-year mortgages, they last forever. Shelter is a human need. It's not a luxury. It's something we need, a shelter is. A place to rest our head. Yet so many feel judged, overlooked, or trapped just for trying to have a roof over their heads. Really think about it. What really hurts? It's just the money. And feeling like you failed. We all have felt like we failed at times, feeling behind, feeling embarrassed about things because your life doesn't match what you're promised, what we always promised in the American dream. Social media shows perfection. Everybody shows like they're rich in the social media. Reality shows struggle. And we think even in these reality shows or anything that we all need to live rich. Even when the American dream feels dead, you know what? God is not dead. The Bible never promised us wealth. And in the Bible, they never promised us more or less a rose garden. It didn't promise us greatness, but it did promise us our needs. What if the American dream didn't die? What if it was just exposed? Maybe the real dream was never money. Maybe it was peace, dignity, community, y'all, and honesty. A life where we stop pretending and start supporting each other. We all need to support one another, especially as hard times as they are. You are not alone. If you're watching this and thinking, this is my life too, you're not weak, and I want you to come and communicate with us. You're not lazy, you're not alone. It's happening to millions of people are quietly struggling, and your story matters, guys. A lot of people are struggling right now. I hope in some way this video spoke to you. And, in this time where people are struggling and it's hard, if you're struggling right now, you are not invisible here. You are seen. I want you to know that I can see you. You're not alone. And there's other people out there that's struggling too. I hope you found this video helpful. Thank you.